wasn't coming, at least not today. He and his SEAL brothers were, instead, an exclamation point on whatever diplomacy was happening. They were the unspoken or else in a message about democracy that was no doubt being delivered to dictator Asshat. It wouldn't surprise him one bit if they marched through the airport a few more times before the stand-down order came through, sometime after midnight tonight. HoboMofo, who was sitting beside Izzy, was thinking the same thing. I missed Bree's meet my dad day at school for this. The fact that a SEAL who'd been given the most awesome nickname of not just Mofo, but HoboMofo was the single dad of a girl in the 5th grade was pretty mind-bending. Izzy didn't know Fo all that well, but if he'd been playing a round of 2 truths and a lie with the other SEAL, and the 3 statements about the guy had been 1. Wrestles lions for fun, 2. Born on the dark side of the moon, and 3. Lives with his mom and his 10-year-old ballet-dancing daughter named Brianna, well, Izzy would have picked number 3 as the blatant, flat-out, had-to-be lie. Mof could be best described by someone saying, picture the scariest serial killer you can imagine, with a build like a no-neck monster with hams for hands, give him dead, soulless eyes, a buzz cut that makes his blonde hair look oddly colorless and even gray, and then make him twice as huge, large, and terrifying. Bingo! The SEAL even had the requisite bodies buried in the back 40 Louisiana bayou drawl. It was kind of fun imagining him in a world's best daddy apron, cooking pancakes with mouse ears, and dancing with his kid to the soundtrack from The Little Mermaid. Under the sea. Yeah, that worked for Izzy in a dangerously perfect way. But he swallowed his laughter, because Mof was clearly bumming at missing his daughter's whatever it was at school. Didn't I hear you tell Janky that Lopez was going to fill in for you? Izzy asked. Their teammate, Jay Lopez, had been left behind for this current op after fucking up his knee during a hey-ho training jump. He was still hobbling around on crutches, wearing one of those really stupid knee braces that made it so you couldn't bend your leg. But he'd hobble his way into little Brianna's class and flash his perfect smile and give his super special G-rated I am a Navy SEAL talk. Most of the little boys and some of the girls in the class would want to grow up to be him. The rest would want to marry him. Izzy tried to imagine Mof speaking publicly, even to a bunch of kids, and got a searing vision of sweat pouring off the big man as he attempted to explain the duties of an E7 SEAL without mentioning the importance of delivering double pops to a terrorist's head to abso-fucking-lutely make sure they were not just dead, but motherfucking dead. Yeah. But whatever Mof was thinking, it wasn't, "Thank you, Jesus and Jay Lopez, for saving me from that travesty." In fact, at the mention of Lopez's name, Mof shook his head and laughed, the way a man might laugh when finding out that his house's sewage line had backed up into the bathtub. "Yeah," Mof said, shooting Izzy a decidedly dark look. "Great. That was actually Jenkins's idea. Lopez. Fuck." Lopez, fuck. The words didn't make all that much sense. On top of being charismatic and handsome, Lopez was, like HoboMofo, a hospital corpsman, the Navy's version of a medic. He was hands down the nicest guy Izzy had ever met, not just in the teams, but in the entire U.S. Navy. He was sincerely, honestly kind. His name, Jay, was even short for Jesus. He was great with kids. Women fainted when they met him and... Oh, there it was. The reason for HoboMofo's heartfelt Lopez fuck. "So how's the school year going?" Izzy asked, trying to sound conversational. "For Brianna. Everything okay? She like her teacher, Mrs. or maybe Ms.?" Hobo was a SEAL, which meant that even as scary and gene-deficient as he looked, he was far from an idiot. He knew exactly what Izzy was fishing for, and he gave Izzy his